Coach, opening statement after the home loss to Loyola?
Yeah, I thought we competed our butts off. Obviously, I know that's every game I say that, but we do. We really do. This game is a game of runs, and their runs were less sustainable for us today. We really struggled, in that fourth quarter. I thought we did a really good job in the third, but losing that possession at the end where it turned into a jump ball, our ball, we retained the ball, but then we lost the initial possession in the fourth quarter, and I just thought we could have really had great momentum had we executed there and got the ball back in the beginning of the fourth. So I think that end of the third into the early fourth, we just lost our discipline, and we're talking about that to nauseam right now. And but we'll get there. We will. I mean, these guys are competing their butts off, and that's all I can ask of them. And when we learn to finish games and learn how to win completely in the full 40. I'm really scared for our opponents. I really am, because these guys, they compete their asses off. Excuse my language, but they do. And I want them to feel and earn, that pride of finishing a game all the way through.
Molly, for you, how important was it to come out quick after struggling shooting from the field last game? You came out, finished with 20 points, fourth time this season with 20 or more points. Just for you personally, how important was that to get into the rhythm of things early?
Yeah, I mean, it was important for my team as a collective. They count on me to score. Without them, I wouldn't be put in the position to score. Without their hard cuts, without their direct passes, wouldn't really come to me. So I think as a collective, it's very important that we punch first and come out strong.
That's a question for both Anna and Molly. As students, this has been a very strange week, in terms of preparing for anything with all the university closures and the weather. Just talk about, for both of you, staying, mentally prepared for a game like this when, the routines have changed dramatically.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the only thing that's really changed is not going to class. Preparation stays the same, practices stay the same. But, it's been pretty status quo.
Yeah, you get more time to come to the gym and play.
Okay. Sorry. And for Coach, just kind of a general question about Loyola's performance and downloading the paint today.
Yeah, I mean, we knew their post players were going to give us, a run for our money. I'll be quite honest, and I said it. I know their stats might look pretty strong, but this one right here, the reason she's sitting next to me right now is because she defends her butt off. And she made Terrian work for every point and every rebound she had. And I think we did that today. Now, let's give them all the credit in the world. When it mattered, they put us on our heels, right? And they put the ball into where it needed to be put. And, they're very good post players for this level. And we got to shake their hand. They did their job. I thought we did an incredible job for probably 35 minutes of the game. And then we just lost our way a little bit there. And it was a team effort when it came to the defensive side. It wasn't necessarily our post play. They're thankfully Terrian's in her last year. Wish her well, but don't want to see her again after hopefully in playoffs, but that's it. So.
Yeah, Coach, you said it best. Anna's defense was just outstanding, especially in the third quarter. I remember one time on defense you got a charge call. So you all were fighting for a position and you fell to the ground and they called the foul on Terrian. And then on the other end you got an and one and drew the foul for her. So what was your mindset going into this game knowing how impactful Terrian is?
I feel like last time we played them, I wasn't my best, especially in defense, and I really care a lot about my defensive performance. So before starting the game, I was really focused and I wanted to really take care of that part of the court, and then the offense just comes with it. We are a team that we start from our defense. If our defense is good, then our offense flows. So I feel like that would happen right there.
And I can tell as you are 4 for 7 today, so very efficient. And Molly, 6 for 12, 50%, 4 for 7 from 3. You mentioned that, no classes this week, which calls for more time in the gym. And that is very showing today. You all were very efficient from the floor. Can you talk about, the amount of work you put in when it comes to shooting?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's honestly just if we run our plays correct, if I'm being honest. If we get the correct cut, then the shot will be open. And today, in the beginning of the game, we were cutting hard and being unselfish with the ball. So those shots are just whether or not you're prepared enough to knock them down.
What she
Coach,
said.
19 for 20 from the free throw line today. Pretty impressive. What does that speak to the aggressiveness of the team of not being afraid to get to the cup and draw a foul?
Yeah, I mean, we talk about it all the time. Our offense is going to struggle. We have really good defensive teams in our league. So there's other ways to score. You're not just going to score off a catch and shoot all the time or getting easy lays to the hoop. So I want these guys to be aggressive going after the ball offensively and defensively, because we can cause some ticky-tack fouls attacking the ball defensively that can then eventually put us to the foul line if teams are undisciplined, right? So, but I'm telling these guys to get to the hoop. Maddie struggled today. She was 2 for 11, but she got to the foul line today 7 times, right? That's when you're struggling offensively, you put the ball in the hoop, the next best thing is to get yourself to the foul line. So we emphasize that. We talk about discipline on the other side of the floor, right? Defensively, when we see that teams are lacking discipline at times, and I'm not saying that Loyola did, I think we put them in those positions because we were so aggressive, right? And I thought overall the group was aggressive to the hoop. I think one thing we need to do though is we need to get Charlotte Tui some more shots at the hoop, right? 1 for 6 is just not enough for her, and that's not even on these guys. That's on us as a staff. I said it before. We got to put her in better positions, and we got to get these guys better looks off of cuts and things of that nature.
Yes, Tui, 1 for 6, but still able to be consistent, grabbing boards, 10 boards for her. Molly, you mentioned in the beginning of the game you all were cutting hard to the rim, which led to a lot of easy buckets for you all. How did that change throughout the game? Was it something Loyola did, or do you think it was more so on you all?
I think a mixture of both. Loyola obviously picked up on it, that we were cutting hard, getting the open pop and the plays, but then it also just comes down to the focus. If we lack in our pace in any way in our cuts, it's not going to be open, and we'll make everything much more difficult on ourselves. So just throughout the game, fatigue, focus, as they all coming in, it got the best of us.
Thank you, ladies. Despite the loss, very good game. Great shooting today.
Thank you.
Thank you.